Welcome everyone to the annual Comment of the Year Award video. For those of you joining us for the first time, this is my big end of year video where I'll be sharing some details on how each video came to be, some corrections that might have come up, and of course, a look at the Comment of the Year award. Finally, to wrap things up, I'll be giving out special thanks to everyone here, as well as some behind the scenes to show you how your support has helped the channel. As is tradition, let's go all the way back to January of 2025. On the first day of 2025, my channel had 40,441 subscribers. An incredible number to start things off if you ask me. The growth that this channel saw in 2024 was really stellar, so I was excited to see what 2025 brought. Now, technically, the first video I made this year was the channel's very first livestream. DeleteMe had emailed me asking to sponsor the channel. Well, that's not exactly correct. A marketing agency emailed me on their behalf. Rather than considering their offer, I opted to read their privacy policy as well as the policies of a few other companies in a livestream. I need to mention that most of the contents of that stream are already out of date. This is sort of the nature of privacy policies, and I'm looking into ways to keep up with them this upcoming year, so make sure you get subscribed to my second channel. But despite that, this stream really surprised me as we had a concurrent 120 people watching the entire 3.5 hours. It was really fun, and it inspired me to make a video with a very clear promise. That video was titled, "The Reason I Won't Take Sponsors." I had been getting tired of seeing sponsored spots in other videos, and after getting multiple offers from companies that were probably sketchy, I felt that I needed to make my stance on taking sponsorships very public. I want to be held accountable for this, as I believe it's what's best for this channel. Now, there are a couple of corrections I want to share about this video. Patreon is now allowed to inform iPhone users that they're paying more, which is fantastic. Apple still takes way too big of a cut, but at least users can be informed now. If you're one of the Patreon members who pays via Apple's in-app purchases, you should consider switching since it costs you more. 30% more, in fact. Also, another correction is, obviously the channel is now funded by Patreon members. I really wasn't certain if this would work full-time, and I knew that I didn't want to take sponsors. So, I talked with several other creators, those that do this full-time with no sponsors, and they encouraged me that Patreon is the only way to make that actually work. They were certainly right, and because of it, I've been able to reject so many sponsors. Something people have asked me in the comments of that video is if I could share some of the names of the companies I've rejected. So, here we go. DeleteMe, twice, FlexiSpot, Temu, Fiverr, a handful of very shady VPN companies, and then a lot of companies that seem like they're just actually scams. After seeing such a positive response to that video, I wanted to make something that had been making my brain itch a good bit. I had gotten many comments through the years saying that they didn't feel like it was possible to reject convenience, and the reason this had been bugging me so much was they were totally correct. The way I had been presenting things, I made it seem like it was an all-or-nothing thing, and it really wasn't sustainable for a vast majority of people watching. So, after a good bit of research and support, the video, "What If You Can't Reject Convenience?" was created. I'm really proud of that one, and I'm happy to report that at this time, I have no corrections for this video. Hooray! So, if you recall back to January, I started researching the data deletion services back then on the side of those other two videos. After I was done with What If You Can't Reject Convenience, I switched to researching this full time. Funnily enough, it had all kinds of evolutions. I started by looking into car companies because they're sort of data brokers now, but as it evolved, it became mostly about data brokers in general. Now, I want to set the stage for you. I've been researching and writing this video for months. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on with sponsorships, but both DeleteMe and Incogni had started their marketing push that they had originally emailed me about. So, there's a huge increase in sponsorship spots on YouTube from these two companies, and many viewers are getting a little sick of hearing about them constantly. At the same time, both companies started to do a traditional ad campaign of pre-roll ads that play before videos. This apparently went live just before I finished my next video, What DeleteMe and Incogni Aren't Telling You. This is what we call a perfect storm. People were suspicious due to previous sponsorship spotlight videos, and YouTube was financially incentivized to show my video because I talked about everything DeleteMe and Incogni would have been paying to show ads on, and so, after just 8 days, that video hit 1 million views. The first ever to do so for the channel. I was stunned by the response, and I don't believe it would have blown up the way that it did had the timing not been so perfect. I could not have predicted that, honestly. This was also the first video I made where I was able to feature another creator. Special thanks to Luch for being a part of it. Now, there are some notable corrections for this video. First, you can now cancel your subscription to Incogni without reaching out to their support now, so that's a win in my book. Our next correction is regarding Gmail scanning your emails. So, this one is frustrating to me. There are 1,000 articles online talking about how they stopped scanning your emails, and in their terms of service, they did remove that. But they didn't remove it from their privacy policy. It says right here in data that they collect. Communications data such as emails if you use our service to send and receive messages, and then that data is used for advertising. Google processes information to provide advertising, including online identifiers, browsing and search activity, and information about your location and interaction with advertisements. This keeps Google services and many of the websites and services you use free of charge. As much as I really hate summarizing privacy policies, it's pretty clear that Google does scan your emails for advertising. I have so many thoughts relating to misleading tech articles, but that's going to be a tale for another day. Amazon does not actually sell user information. I don't like Amazon as a company for a wide variety of reasons, from union busting and employee abuse to the sheer number of layoffs they've done. According to Layoffs FYI, Amazon has laid off over 41,900 people since October of 2022. To help put that into perspective, that is about the same size of the population of Union County in Pennsylvania. Imagine an entire county losing their jobs. That is 11 small towns worth of people. But hey, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and Amazon does not actually sell your user data. Though, as I pointed out in a live stream I did where I read through their privacy policy, they own almost every kind of company, so they don't really need to sell your data to make a profit off of it. I'm proud to say that I haven't used their services since 2019, and I certainly won't be changing that anytime soon. If you want to see me read through and explain Amazon's privacy policy, check out the video I put up on the second channel titled Privacy Policies Explained. Before we move on to the next video, I do have a quick update surrounding Delete Me. As the co-founder of the company called out, I didn't give quite enough detail in the chapter about people search services, and I believe that that's true. I think the point that these services are good at helping reduce things like doxing is totally valid, and if you're being stalked or a semi-popular YouTuber, then yeah, these data deletion services could possibly add some value to your life. Okay, now that the nice things are out of the way, I want to talk to Delete Me directly. Why on earth did you make your privacy policy harder for everyone to access after my video came out? You specifically said in your email back to me that you would resolve the issue from privacy-focused browsers from blocking the privacy policy, and sure, you sort of fixed that, but instead, you made it harder for everyone? What kind of logic is that? Like, at least before you could blame it on a technical error, but now? You had to pay somebody to do that. This was a choice that someone at your company had to make. You said in your email that you care a lot about fighting for privacy. I'd really like to see you do a better job at practicing what you preach. As you can tell, I'm still very critical of this company, even though the email the co-founders sent me was very nice. I still don't think most people need to pay for these services, as most people aren't being stalked or doxxed. Like I said in the video, they do what they say they do, but you gotta pay attention to what they say they do because it's very limited in scope. That's why the video is titled What Delete Me and Incogni Aren't Telling You, because 90% of the video is talking about the data brokers that Delete Me and Incogni conveniently leave out of every single one of their talking points. Alright, that's enough about the data deletion video. Shortly after that, I picked up the research on a video that would wrap up the year, but it was clearly going to need a lot more time, so I made one of my favorite kinds of videos. A side quest, this time about plants. I had a ton of fun making this video. I love plants so much, and it was really fun to just make a video that nerds out about them. I loved the amount of people that sent me messages showing off their plants. This one was just straight up a passion project, and I'm really glad you all like these side quests. Also, special shout out to Darkfry and HBomberGuy for being in that video. As the research for the last video continued, there was kind of a big chunk that wouldn't exactly fit into it, but I thought it was important. It was this concept that context matters a lot, and it's important to try to seek it out to have a better understanding of the world around us. This tangent of the research process became the video a side effect of simplicity, which I am actually really happy with. When I was telling my dad about the research at one point, he said, "Oh yeah, kind of like the War of the Worlds radio broadcast." So you can thank him for pointing that out to me. That was the perfect fit for that video. I had a ton of fun getting all of the various backgrounds set up, and it was just plain fun to make. And now, last but not least, wait, there's a little video here. Oh yes, the Halloween special. This video was made in just 4 days. From idea, to writing, to recording, to animating, to putting the entire video through an actual VHS tape, audio production, uploading, subtitles, all of it was done in just 4 days. It was a spectacular showcase of the workflow, so I want to give a massive shout out to my sound designer, Maddie, for making that possible. Also, massive shout out to Ain, my subtitle person, for the fantastic effects on that video. People loved the thunder effects you did at the start. Okay, now for the actual last video of the year, the one that I had been working on for an entire year. How to do anything without AI. Just a few weeks earlier, I had been forced to quit my full-time job. The channel was certainly doing well, but given my harsh stance against taking sponsorships, it felt like a bit of a leap of faith to do this YouTube thing full-time. I wasn't sure all of the time that was being poured into this video would actually matter. I was about halfway done with the animation, and I just forced myself to finish it regardless of how scared about it I was. I'm happy to say that this video changed everything. This video put the Patreon in a place where I no longer need to worry about how I was going to pay the people that help make this channel possible. The incredible kindness that erupted from the comment section and in my DMs and emails was just such a massive shift for me. For years, I've been told by corporations that I've worked for that we make products that change the world, and I've always felt so uneasy about that. Do we? Does the work I do actually help anyone? I'd felt like I had always been just a cog in a machine to make some rich guy more rich and nothing more. So to have been thrown out of that system, to have put all of my hopes into this YouTube thing, and then to be shown that on my own I can actually help people, it really moved me to say the least. It was truly the perfect way to end this year. Thank you everyone who shared their stories in the comments of that video, and special thanks to Moopaverse and Camwing for also being a part of that video. Now, of course, we have the most prestigious award of the year. Yes, that's right. One comment has been selected above all the others. One comment will be put onto a 3D model of a trophy that only exists in this very video. There were some stellar comments this year. In fact, there were well over 14,000 comments on videos made this year, so it was quite a task to find the best of the best. Well, here it is. Wallace and Gromit CoffeeZilla. The second I saw this comment, I laughed out loud. On one hand, I loved the comparison to Wallace and Gromit. I could totally see it. On the other hand, what an incredible compliment to compare me to CoffeeZilla. I got a lot of very nice comments this year, but this one really stuck out to me. So, the Henry Zhao, the comment of the year goes to you. As of December 8th, 2025, the channel now has an outstanding 181,570 subscribers. This year was the year that I got the 100,000 subscriber plaque. I really can't tell you how cool this is. I've been watching YouTube for way too much of my life. I've been interested in making videos for the same amount of time, and to have been put into this position is truly amazing. Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you who supported the channel in any way at all. If you subscribed, liked, commented, donated, or even sent me an encouraging email, thank you. Now, I personally feel that there is value in transparency. If you're a patron or considering it, I want you to know how much I make so that you can decide if you think that I make enough. For full transparency, I do not want to become rich. Having vast amounts of money is a really solid gateway to scrambling one's brain and attachment to reality, so I'd rather just avoid it. I just want to be able to support myself and my wife, the people who make this channel possible, and that's it. I'm not trying to become a millionaire or anything like that. So, as of writing this, the channel earned $17,151 on YouTube through ads, memberships, and direct donations. On Patreon, it was $6,055, and on Ko-Fi, it was $596. Combined, that is $23,802. Of course, I didn't give that all to myself. I licensed music, I paid for assets, I paid for support in script editing, subtitles, livestream moderation, and audio production. Heck, I even had to pay for a lawyer at one point, and of course, a good chunk went to taxes. After the video in May, I was able to upgrade my editing equipment, which directly helps improve the quality of these videos. You might notice that things are in 4K now. But I did also pay myself. The money I directly earned was about $5,000 throughout the entire year. I want to be clear that I paid myself this much, and that the remaining $18,000 went to supporting other people in various ways or in equipment. This is now my full-time job, which means this upcoming year, I'll have to start paying myself a good bit more. I want transparency here because I want you to have a choice if you feel like you want to support the channel. If you're in a position to donate money and you feel that I earn enough, you should absolutely spend your hard-earned money to support smaller creators or charities of your choice. If you don't believe that's enough for me to do this full-time, well, you're welcome to support the channel for just $1 a month, or $10 a year, or even just $1 one time on Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi. Coffee? Whatever. It all adds up, and every bit of it means a ton to me. Normally, I'd showcase the people who are currently paid members, but because this is a special video, I'll be showcasing the names of every single person who donated to the channel. These are all of the super chats on videos. These are all of the donations during live streams. These are all of the people that have ever given money through Patreon. These are all the people that have donated on Ko-fi. Every single person here made this possible. Seriously, look at all these people. It's actually amazing. Thank you. To wrap up the video, let's do a little Q&A. Maddie, my sound designer, will be joining me in reading out all of the questions. In fact, she's going to be a recurring character next year, so say hi.
What is your favorite video you've made, and which one took the most time?
For a long time, it was the Star Wars recap video, but I won't lie, I had a ton of fun making the plant video. That one might actually be my favorite now. How to do anything without AI certainly took the most time, about an entire year from idea to published video.
What influenced your style for videos?
I think there are a lot of influences. From the perspective of just raw influence, there are so many channels to pick from. Worthy Kids, Zelinky, Jay the Dev Guy, Camwings, Savannah XYZ, Pinot Prime, Pixels with the Z, possibly Axolotl, Macintosh Librarian, Crunkston, James Lee, Good Work with Dan Toomey, Funky, Fami, Alex Palix, Peter France, Alex R Animations, Tom Scott, Artman Oil, Bobby Broccoli, Brawlers World, Captain Disillusion, Charlie Hankin, Corridor Digital, Freddie Wong, Dinky, Doodly, and Vertex, and the list really just goes on and on. Funny enough, various tutorials from those from Polyford and Ian Hubert have also been visually inspiring to this channel. From a writing perspective, it's a blend of various creators, Vsauce and technology connections for sure, and I've always appreciated the kindness of someone like Wheezy Waiter or Captain Disillusion, and similarly, the integrity of creators like Denkpods or CoffeeZilla. Those two were absolutely one of the inspirations for realizing that I could make YouTube work without taking sponsors. I really love people like Joe Barnard of BPS Space because he showcases his failure with pride, and he really emphasizes the importance of safety and learning, not just from your mistakes, but those that came to this path before you. H-Bomber Guy and CGP Grey are certainly examples of people who inspired me to love research over the years. I don't think I can truly mention everything that influenced my videos. I've been watching YouTube videos for as long as the platform has been around, and so it's not unreasonable to say that even people like Ray William Johnson and The Annoying Orange inspired me, just because watching videos on YouTube made me want to be a part of this.
Have you been reading privacy policies for fun before starting the channel, or is this something that started more recently?
I don't think I ever read a privacy policy before 2024. I started looking into them as the result of making the video on data breaches. My mom was worried about a data breach, and I wanted to explain it all in a way that she could understand, and that forced me to learn more about data collection, hence reading some privacy policies.
What do you think about people who do not want to reject convenience?
I think it's perfectly fine to have whatever preferences you have. Convenience is so popular for a reason. It normally makes things easier for people. In a complicated world, I will never discourage folks from seeking ways to make life easier. I've pointed this out before, but I also give in to many conveniences. It's kind of impossible to avoid. My entire point of reject convenience is more about being mindful with how you use these conveniences. If you like them, then hey, awesome. If you realize that some of them might actually not be as convenient as you previously thought, great, now you have something to work with. It's also worth challenging a lot of these things. For instance, I rented an apartment that had a Bluetooth remote-controlled fan. The issue is that there were only so many channels of communication, and when the apartment complex set them up, many of them were on the same channel, causing a ton of interference and problems such as people turning on other people's fans and lights and stuff. The more convenient thing here would have just been a switch on the wall, but the remote control is oftentimes sold as the more convenient thing. It's all about context. If you lived in a home instead of an apartment and didn't have to worry about interference, then yeah, this actually might be more convenient. It's all up to you, and you can use whatever you want, however you want. That's the freedom I love about technology. It's all optional.
Will there be an update on the dumb phone saga?
Yes, there have been some really interesting events to unfold, so you can expect to see an update for that sometime next year.
What are some music suggestions?
According to iTunes, these are my top 10 most listened to artists of 2025. Wolf Alice, Pixie, Billie Eilish, Claire Brooks, Lizzie McAlpine, Alvida, Echo Ladies, Paramore, Tom Cardy, and Beck. 2025 was a very wild year to say the least, and I'm really excited for 2026. There's some really cool videos in the works that I think you're really gonna like. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please be kind and patient with each other, and I'll see you again very soon.
What else are you hiding?
They will learn soon enough.